Happy Easter, everyone. Sorry I got this video out late. It was kind of hard to edit. We're going lo-fi today, and we're going to talk about witch Easter eggs. Things that we can find in each of the books that you may not have known, like Irma has the Little Mermaid in her turtle's cage. At the Halloween dance, you have some famous horror killers. Batman. Looking happiest I've ever seen him. This guy gives off Donald Duck vibes. And I think this hat is a tribute to Sorcerer's Apprentice. You got to see Mr. Collins having fun in the background there. And in Elyon's room, you can find really cool Easter eggs like Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls, Winnie the Pooh, and even Bart Simpson, which really surprised me because Elyon's supposed to be 13. I know a lot of 13-year-olds that were banned from watching Simpsons. And this could potentially be Reptar on top of the computer, or Rex. Kermit on Will, and you can find Kermit in her room. Haylin has the Star Trek ship. An interesting thing we can see here is in the first time the girls travel to Kandrakar, they have a dream sequence. In this version, the graphic novels that first came to America, Mr. Collins is leaving for a transfer and won't give it up. And in the new versions, Will's mom is actually leaving for the transfer, so I thought it was interesting that they switched who was leaving for that. I just wanted to point out that in the original graphic novels, they spelled out 750 for the time, and in the new versions, they typed in the actual number. In this panel, Haylin is actually missing words in her speech bubble where she's supposed to be yelling. And here I'm just wondering who the heck Mary is, as you can see written on Haylin's hand. And I've always thought that this was Cornelia and her dad in the first panel of the book. I also want to talk about censorship. The American versions that first came out actually had censored panels. So here are the comparisons. In this first one, we have Will full body standing there. And in the new ones, they've completely removed that artwork and just have her inside the crystal. And further down on the page, you can see they've added clothes and more wind to cover up more of her body, and for some reason this was okay. Here you can see they extended her shirt in the American version. They added more clothes to Cornelia. Here they decided to erase Will's body completely on the right side, and in the actual comic it is there. And what you really need to see for all of these transformation scenes that I pointed out is that they add more hair, more wind, water, or anything just to cover up as much as the girls' bodies as they can. Don't blink or you'll miss it. The air is less transparent. This one they just completely cut off part of Will's body and add more hair to Haylin. And they even added clothes to Will while she was inside the bubble. Here they add more water on everybody.
It's America. They're Puritans in public, perverts in private.
Now for my final Easter eggs, I want to show you things that were in the witch omnibuses. Most of them come from Omnibus 2, but I also feature some clips from Omnibus 1. Something interesting that I read in Omnibus 2 is that originally Will was going to be named Dee, Irma was going to be named Mara, Tarani was going to be named Phytha, and Haylin was supposed to be Mylin, and apparently Cornelia was always going to be Cornelia. Here is an alternate costume for Will. Another alternate costume for Will. Here's a rare shot of Tarani drawn without glasses. This is an alternate costume for Haylin. Another one for Will. In this one, she actually had a collar on that said Uno, which I'm wondering if everyone was supposed to originally have some kind of symbol or word on them that indicated 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Another alternate Will. Cornelia looking a little goth with her ankh around her neck. an alternate Tirani with an afro. This is actually an alternate Irma with some long hair. More Tirani. Seems like they experimented a lot with her hair. Get some goofy vibes from this picture. These are alternate Cornelias, where she was a little more, I want to say, hippie. Another shot of alternate Irma. More shots of Cornelia. More Cornelia. This is actually an alternate shot of Will's mother. Apparently Will was supposed to have a pumpkin sidekick. A sentient pumpkin sidekick. I'm actually kind of glad they decided not to use the pumpkin. They also added this in the Omnibus. It seems like those were the original shapes of the elements, and for some reason they came together to form a bird. I don't know why. The book does not state why. More Tirani. And this is actually a sketch of Phobos's castle from another witch book. So thanks for watching, and I'm glad you liked these little Easter eggs that we found here. You just found them mostly in Arc 1. If I come across more, we'll see what happens. And please comment and share any other Easter eggs that you may have come across in the Witch series. Hopefully my video on Season 1 will be out soon. It's just a little hard to keep motivated during this time, as I'm sure it is for all of us. Like, comment, and share. Have a good night.